Bam, right there. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So, as you can tell, today's juice review is going to be on a company called New Norm. It's a company that I had the pleasure of getting to meet quite a few people that represent the company and some of the main higher-ups with the company at the expo in Pasco, Washington a couple weeks ago. So, kind of all bear with me. I do have quite a few different items from that expo that I want to do reviews on for you guys. It just is going to take me a little bit to get through them all. So, doing it as quickly as I can. Thank you all for your patience. Let's get this one going. So the company is called New Norm. They are based out of California, and this is the bottle that their juice comes in this style. And what I really like about it is the simplicity of it. I mean, it literally is just basically white, and then it has the name right there, and then the only color splash that you have is off this O right here on the bottle, and that's pretty much it. It's really simplistic, but it's enough to catch your eye, which is really cool. The box itself is not much different. It's just basically a stark white box, but it has a cityscape style city scene in it, but it's just done in basically the pencil line drawing. So it's still simplistic, but it's got quite a nice detail hit to it. And it does have all the warning and ingredient labeling on the back, but it's simple, you know, which is what it really should be. It's not really about what's on the bottle, it's about what's in the bottle. So this company is based out of California, and they have a lot of flavors that, you know, you might recognize some of them, you might understand, you know, some of the combination mixes and things like that, but they've gone one step further with it and taken a unique twist on how they do the flavors. And obviously they're not going to tell you all their secrets, because then you'd have no reason to try them. But we're going to jump into the flavor and the flavor profile and the vape first, and then I'll go into a little bit more about what they use, where you can find them, check them out, things like that. So this is the one that we're doing today. It's called Snapbacks and Skinny Jeans. I don't know why it's called it. Honestly, I really don't. It's just, it's a unique name, though. It's definitely not one that you would forget if you vape this enough. Now, the flavor profile on this is supposed to be a standard blueberry flavor, which actually does taste like blueberry, but it's with a twist of pomegranate English custard. And if that doesn't pique your curiosity, I'm not really sure what would, honestly, because in a flavor, that's actually really kind of an odd mix right there. You have pomegranate, and then you have an English custard, which is basically more of it has a heavier bite to it than an actual custard. But taking them all and mixing them together, that's a different mix right there. So we're definitely going to check them out. We'll see how it is. As standard nowadays, you know, most of the time you're seeing a lot of these companies, they're using these gorilla style unicorn bottles like so. This is white, and that's to help with the dealing of ambient light and everything else getting into the bottle so that it doesn't oversteep or affect the flavoring any more than it should. And then it does have the secure stout security ring as of right here. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open. And then you see it just has the standard unicorn style tip on it. Now, if you are using smaller tanks, there are still people that like the smaller tanks. The fill port holes on those are a little bit smaller. If it is a problem, just transfer it over to a standard unicorn bottle and you'll be fine. Other than that, this size works really well. They fit in pockets, they fit in purses, you know, cup holder, things like that. So it makes it really easy, and it just makes it really convenient. Fresh cotton, and you know I do it all the time for you guys, but as you can see right there, brand new, always using Texas Tough right there. It just works. It works really well for me. It's quick and easy to use, especially if I'm in a hurry. I can rework really fast with it. It has little to no break-in time, so you get a lot of flavor right off the bat. And I really have had a hard time trying to find flavors that it doesn't saturate up really fast. And that's the big selling point for me. So I will always have the link for that in the comment box if you are interested in trying a different cotton, or if you're just looking for something different to use. So we can go ahead and drip this. Now, to be honest with you, I don't have high expectations or any set expectations. Let me rephrase that before that comes out bad. Mainly because I've never had anything that had this different of a mix to it. You know, you have blueberry, you have pomegranate. That I've seen before. Throwing in a custard, that's not really a usual combination unless you're trying for like a cheesecake style. But even then, they don't really go with a custard. They go more on the cheesecake. It's more of like a heavy cream. So this is definitely something that is unique to me, which makes it all the more interesting to want to try, because, you know, nowadays that's one of the whole things with people that vape, and if they're looking for something new, is you're always looking for something new, something different. So that definitely does not hurt when it's a mixture that you look at like, wow, that's something I've never heard of before. The other thing is that, and I will get to more about this on the information, is the ingredients that they use. You know, they don't take it lightly. They don't play around when it comes to that. It's something that they are very serious and adamant about, and I will tell you why in a second. As always, though, we're looking at about 75 watts just to test this out. This is Snapbacks and Skinny Jeans from New Norm Eliquid. Okay, so bear with me here a second, and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick re-drip. And the sole purpose for this is just to ensure that I'm not missing anything in the flavor or overlooking it. Hence, using fresh cotton, sometimes, you know, it does happen. Something might not come out as strong as it does once it's saturated enough, or you might just simply overlook something because it's just not popping the way that it should on a normal vape. But I'm going to take 1 or 2 more drags, and then I will give you my opinion on the flavor. Okay, Snapback and Skinny Jeans. I'm going to tell you right now, definitely not what I was expecting. But that's not a bad thing, by any means. You definitely have the blueberry and the custard, and you get a nice, hearty, creamy blueberry taste, yet it still keeps an actual blueberry flavor. It doesn't taste like a blueberry, you know, blueberry custard, or, you know, like the blueberries mixed into it. It actually has like a really strong lean towards an actual blueberry, but it has the creaminess of the custard mixed into it, because like I said, in my opinion, the English custard does have a heartier flavor to it. What catches me with this is the pomegranate. Now, if you've ever had any flavors that have pomegranate in it, it has a very strong bite to it, and it pops really, really well in a lot of the flavors, the flavor profiles that it's used in. In here, though, for as much of a pop that I've tasted it in other flavors, it pops just enough in this to make your tongue realize that there is something else there. And then by the time you realize it or you recognize it, then it's gone. So it's enough just to give you that little, oh, hey, there's something different about this. And it makes you want to keep vaping it so that you register it better, or that you taste it more, or things like that. For me, that's actually a really good twist on that. You know, everybody has a different taste palette, and everybody has a different sensitivity to the flavors, so it's going to depend on the user themselves. However, it's definitely enough of a change without being a change, which makes it more interesting to use. But you can definitely check this flavor out. It's on the main website, which is newnormeliquid.com. They're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. You can email them, and they do have a contact point on their page. So I would definitely check this company out. I do have another flavor that I was able to get from them for the purpose of reviewing. I will do that at a later date, but it's definitely a rock solid flavor. You know, it has the blueberry, it has the custard, the pomegranate fits in just enough to make it something of a little bit of a different twist on it without completely changing the flavor itself. Now, this is a 75-25 mix ratio, and it states it right there. And they do that to ensure that there is little to no throat hit, because that's what they're not about that. They don't like it. They want to make this vape as smooth and enjoyable as possible. Now, what's interesting about this company, real quick, and all this information is on their main website itself, is that the nicotine that they use is as pure nicotine as possible, but they import it from Switzerland. All the other ingredients are locally sourced here, and they do use a certified lab that's been certified by the GMP, which is a good manufacturing practices. So you know that they take this very seriously. You know they're following as many regulations and rulings as they possibly can to ensure that what they're putting out there in these bottles is as of the highest quality that it can possibly be, so that they know that everybody's getting the product that is meant to be made, and that they ensure that they're getting as high quality as possible. So definitely check them out for sure, if for no other reason other than the fact that this is a vaping dedicated company, and all they want to do is ensure that you have a high quality product, period, to vape on. Flavor is phenomenal. Definitely give that a shot. As always, guys, I'm Talking Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do myself to help further enhance your vaping experience and make it more enjoyable for you, it's the only reason why I do this. So reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, a particular video that you'd like to see done. I will do everything in my power to make that happen. Until next time, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for the continued support and all the clicks to that red subscribe button. It means the world to me. So until next time, always truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good one, guys.